Hello and welcome back, and today we are gonna figure out the secret behind some of Got Talent's most famous magic tricks. So let's get started. The first trick, the vanishing card magic. There's only one name that comes to mind when performing the card tricks so incredibly well. Yes, it's none other than Shin Lim. In one of the episodes of America's Got Talent, he takes out a deck of cards, picks up an ace of spades, and tells Olivia to cover that card with her hand. Now, taking out three queens other than the queen of spades, he converts them each into an ace and then magically brings back the queens along with the king. His next move consisted of vanishing the aces and then reappearing them back under Olivia's hand to complete the pile involving all four aces. Finally, he progresses to vanish the remaining cards on the table in some amazing ways. So how did he perform such a beautiful act? Well, here's the secret. Now, some of you think this act involves on the sleight of hand, which is Shin Lim's specialty. But that's only one part of the act. The other key part involves the use of gimmick cards called magneto cards, which allows the cards to attack together using the magnetic forces. So this is how the magician made the cards to attract and repel each other to create the illusion. For instance, in the first move, he chooses three queens from the deck, turns them into aces and then magically makes their respective kings and queens to appear. Here the three cards he chooses were actually three sets of magneto cards, and each set consisted of three cards: the ace, the king and the queen. Now if you notice, the three queens he chose were a spade, club and a diamond. However, the three aces he turns into them were club, diamond and a heart instead of a spade. So the ace of spades was the one that disappeared. Here's how he set up the above sequence of cards. In the first set, the back of the queen of spades has a queen of heart instead of a normal back, followed by the king and ace of heart face down. Here the magnetic forces in the cards are what makes them look like one. So this is the move where the queen of spades turns into an ace of hearts by just flipping over that set. The second set has another queen of clubs attached at its back, followed by the king and ace of clubs face down. So just flipping the set makes the ace of clubs to appear. Now the third set has a queen of diamonds followed by the king and ace of diamonds face down. And flipping the set makes the ace of diamond to appear. With the above setup, the next move to reveal the king and queens under the aces is now easier to figure out. For the ace of diamonds, he just flips over the queen underneath to reveal it. For this reason, the queen of diamonds didn't have another queen placed at its back in the setup. He then gradually pulls out the king as the cards repel each other. The king and queen of clubs and hearts were easier to reveal. He just had to pull out the respective king and queen behind the ace. In his next move, Shin Lim picks up the three aces one by one and then magically makes them disappear. For this part, he brings the queen and ace close to each other so that they attract each other using the magnetic forces of the cards, thereby leaving behind only the king and queens. At this very moment, he tells Olivia to remove her hand. As we see the other three aces appear behind the ace of spades, here the card given to Olivia was not just one card but four magneto aces attached to each other. Finally, we come to the part where he magically vanishes all the cards on the table. Well, you must have heard of the concept in magic called absolute black. Here the black mat is the reason why we didn't see the cards. When they were flipped with their face down, the black color at the back of the cards merged with the black mat color, and this creates the vanishing illusion. Also, to make sure the table doesn't have too many black cards all at once, just before performing his next move, he pushes the previous cards into the hidden shelf built inside the table. Finally, he vanishes all the cards on the table to end this amazing illusion.
Anyone? Oh, you can see it. Oh, okay.
Can you write your name?
Okay.
Shin Lim is a sleight-of-hand magician who is currently one of hottest new names in magic. Despite his young age, this master of magic tricks has been amazing audiences all over the world with his mind-blowing illusions and has already achieved more than most magicians can only dream of. Shin Lim is self-taught. He learned magic through watching tons of internet videos, countless hours of dedicated practice, and using his incredible imagination to create new original tricks. This gives him a unique style of magic that has never seen before. The first trick. The trick of changing the color of the card by just sliding his hand over him. The magician displays a blue playing card. He passes his hand like this and it turns into red card suddenly. A really amazing trick. What is the secret of this trick? First, the magician taking two red and blue cards. The cards are glued like this to make the cards end up like this. When performing this trick, the magician places the card in his hand with his fingers. He raises this part of the card up from the inside of the hand. He pulls the card inward like this. You can also see the effect of the turns on the card from here.
Where'd they go?
The second trick. Trick the disappearance of playing cards from the plastic bag. Despite the simplicity of this trick, it is effective. Shin Lim takes the playing cards and puts it inside this plastic bag and suddenly the cards disappear. The bag appears completely empty. How did he manage to get the cards out of the bag so quickly? What is the secret of this trick? In fact, the magician did not insert the cards into plastic bag as we thought rather. In a small way, he put the card behind the bag and like this. At the appointed time, he pulls the cards out behind his fingers, then throws them to the back of the table this way and very quickly.